now to take a look at the earnings scorecard. Joining me now is Sheraz, Mian of Zacks.com as we take a look at that corporate cash coming in, and those results are being reported. Thanks for coming on the show again.
Thanks for having me.
And what do you think so far?
It's a good start. We've had 30 S&P 500 companies report results already. The banks are heavily represented in terms of the weightage, but overall it's a good start. We have double-digit earnings growth, mid-single-digit revenue growth. The proportion of companies beating estimates is tracking above what we have been seeing historically. So as I said, a good start.
Now, the banks reported in last week, at least three of them, JP Morgan,
that's right,
Wells, and Citigroup. What's your takeaway?
The Q2 results were good. They beat estimates. There was decent year-over-year growth.
But the stock sold off.
Yes, and that's the forward-looking elements of the earnings report. We knew that the capital markets and trading volumes were on the light side. We also knew that the loan portfolios would be growing at a slower rate than we had been seeing in earlier quarter. But it's what's happening with the yield curve and what impact that has on their lending revenue and lending earnings, and the guidance from JP Morgan and the others about Q3 that has really pushed the stocks lower.
So it's troublesome to investors.
That's right.
What do you think will be the highlight of this earnings season?
So technology will really be the focus. That's been an area of concern for the market as a whole. And the expectation is for low double-digit earnings growth from technology. We need to see more strength and momentum from them. And then you mentioned the big three banks. We'll have further read-through from those to the regionals as well as the big brokers. We have a number of these transportation companies coming out with the results as well, which will have read-through for the U.S. and the global economy. So a lot of stuff to digest this week.
What are the rumblings about retail?
Well, retail is still some ways to go, but the traditional brick and mortar retail is still struggling, and the online digital version is still thriving. We'll be seeing that towards the end of this reporting cycle.
And then, of course, healthcare. Everybody's watching healthcare right now.
Sure. So we have Johnson & Johnson reporting results this week. There are some of these health insurers coming out with results as well. There's this big macro cloud hanging over the sector, but overall the healthcare stocks are doing a lot better, both for the reason that the government and the policy agenda, whatever shape it takes, will be favorable to them, and they're also a defensive sector.
Well, thanks for coming on this show for that update.
Thanks for having me.